Hey everyone, just getting set up here. I was momentarily distracted setting up this video. Hey everyone. Alright, it is me, Lauren. I'm here as part of the event coming up. The event's live and when you see this video. The Canada Loves Partying Together, the November Snowy Edition. Yay! I'm here as a Stampin' Up rep, and we're continuing on with the theme of this paper pumpkin kit, which is a nice little pretty. Today, I'm going to use these stamps to make a simple card. I'll show you the concept I'm considering. So I've already had a peek at the stamps and kind of have a plan. Of course, and I go to try to find it, and I can't find it. Essentially, I'm going to recreate this type of concept, but different stamps. That's the concept that we're going with, which is quite nice. So here's my stamps. Here's my ink. Yeah, that's the ink. It looked different for a sec. So all I got is a snowflake, snowflakes, and a cardinal to work with. I'm going to use these snowflakes and see what I come up with. All right, let's get started. Bring in some lighting. Actually, I'm right-handed, so let's bring in the other lighting. There we go. Let's see if that works. A little bit of a dark. Of course, now I get that line factor happening. I know, my lighting's horrible. I'm working on it. I'm just trying to stretch these out and see if I can get rid of that line factor. Because I can see it on my end. Oh, that made it worse. Okay. Oh, this is not looking good, is it? Eventually I'll get started and we'll get this figured out. Oh my god. There. Just gonna roll with it. Sorry. Lighting is horrible. Okay. Here's our white card base. And you just split it in half. So this is the instructions for the original. So I was using it as a guide for a future project coming up tomorrow. Okay. So there, as we all know, in this part of the world, a sheet of paper, the length is 11 inches. So half would be 5.5. There we go. We got two perfect card bases, although I might use this for a little later in this project. All right, put this aside for now. And then next step really is to fold in half again. So that way we have our card base as a card. Okay, I gotta move these lamps because that really drives me nuts when it does that. Yeah, I just don't like that line thing happening. All right, a little better. Okay, we'll just roll with it. Okay, so here's our card base. Very plain white paper cardstock. We have our ink, our stamps, our block. Peel the plastic off that. I'm going to grab this stamp set and just stick it on here pretty good. And we're going to start stamping. So how I'm going to do, in this case, I did 4 generational stamping. 1, 2, or maybe it was 3 actually. No, look, it is 4. So I may not need as much this time around. I might need maybe 1, 2, or 3, but we're going to go for it. The color tonight is Night of Navy from this paper pumpkin kit, which is quite nice. So just ink this up nicely. And then go for it. And reverse it a little so I can kind of attempt to smudge here, apparently. Okay, we got 2 generational stamping, and then here is the last one. There. That's what I mean by 3 generations stamping. So let's start again and hope this doesn't muck up the back of my card base. Could happen. Oh, it's so easy in a single art project to get covered in ink instantaneously. That's why I'm also careful as where do I put the ink block when I'm not using it? One generation. I'm going to swap it up a little. I gotta get in there. But we can get in there somehow. I don't want to overlap. Oh, because this is an irregular size, too. Alright, we're just going to roll with it. Always come back to it. Oh, I just smudged already. Here, we'll just roll with it. We'll figure it out after. Oh, I've already made a mess with this card. Yep. I definitely made a mess with this card. Yeah, we'll just roll with it. And I just got ink on my finger. The card's not turning out to make. It's okay. Nice little practice piece. And for this section, which I don't need a lot actually. There we go. We got a couple blank areas, but I'm gonna roll with it. You try to fill it in. Now, I need some scrap paper. I got this out. I don't want to use it. Let me find some just complete scrap paper kicking around here. Bear with me. I got some. I'm gonna grab the next one I don't need. This is a job application I did not need last year. One of these, here's the PDF, so fill it in and figure it out. Yeah, I'm not interested. So I'm just going to ink a little bit of that stamp. And I'm going to try to fill in. Oh, this might be a total disaster. All right. Stamp surgery. There. There's some stamp surgery right there. Now let's do it again. Over there. See if we can kind of sandwich it, the gap. There, we kind of gap, but it looks kind of crappy. It's still cool though. Still really cool. All right, so that's where stamp surgery comes into play. Scrap paper is always key. If you don't got that, newsprint works as well. All right, we got that portion done. As horrible as it may seem. Then we're gonna clean my stamp. This sponge I just wet, 10 minutes before I started. I still got good moisture to it. All right, got that. I'm gonna put my stamps away when I find them. And I'm gonna put my sentiment on here. We're actually almost done, even though this was a bit of a failure. Live and learn. So the sentiment is this one. I don't even have used it before. Wishing you Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. I'm gonna stick it on here. Now, in case I've never used it before, I actually don't know. I can't tell. Do my little seasoning just in case. There we go. And then I gotta figure out positioning. I'm gonna stick in the middle actually. Just gonna make it work with my muck-ups. So give it some decent ink because I want it to be really, really dark. There we go. All the ink on there. And then kind of sort of center it up and boom. Not my best work, but it's still a pleasant card. Although I could keep working with it. You know what? Because it's already a bit of a mess, let's continue playing with it. Let's clean that stamp. Because we do have 2 other stamps in this that we could play with to kind of work with it. Because I'm not happy with this card. So let's go complete experimental tonight. Or today. today. I do this every day this week. Because I'm actually recording these ahead of time. So I'm getting confused on what day it is. And I'm going to season this just in case. Also helps if you have an itchy spot in your hand. Alright. So let's do same idea. We got generational stamping. Just for the hell of it. It looks kind of cool. Just to kind of really break it up. And over here, like that. Okay, I'm starting to like this now. Let's get 2 guys at the top, and then we'll do some second generation down here. It might not work as well. Kind of moving around. Alright, I'm going to have to stamp off to get the bottom ones. So these ones are 3rd generation, so we'll do a 3rd generation. To do that, essentially 1, 2, 3. And same thing. 1, 2, 3. There we go. There's a what was kind of sort of hot mess. Oh boy. Alright. It needed something over there. And then why not? Let's go faint in the top there. Just purposely mark with it. Actually, it looks not bad considering. It is a mess, but that's actually pretty cute for just, an attempt. Oh my. Not one of my better ones. That is true. Alright, let's clean the stamp. Then let's stamp the back with a... I'm still putting Color to Kitty on it. Even though it's such a horrible looking stamp. Why not? Alright, so these ones are done for now. We got my Color to Kitty. Let's get that rolling here. And we gotta still do the Angel Policy. Yep. See and make sure my positioning isn't too horrible. There. We got I'm smudging tonight. Oh my. So similar to the way I'm doing tonight, smudging. I want to roll tonight. Could be my paper give me grief, actually. It's quite possible. I'm having smudge issues. Then we got... Still gonna put the free to buy and Stampin' Up on it. For the heck of it. Yeah, it could be the ink too. Maybe this one need to be less generous with it. Yeah, that looks better. I was less eager with inking it. But one side got more than the other. Yeah. Just want to make sure I did clean the kitty. I did. And then stick that on. Stampin' Up. Yeah, definitely not one of my better ones. I good. Did miss a little bit of ink on that up. There we go. There. Got that part. Cap the ink. And we gotta stick some paper in the filler insides. So to do that, I need measurements. Not bad. Not one of my better ones. Okay, so we need some paper. I need 2 panels inside. Apparently I got one here. So my sizing needs to be 5 1/4 by 4. This is actually smaller, so that will not work. That's where I've got one here. So that's a 12. Just trying to do my measurement. 12 by, oh, I can't do that anyway. 8 and some. That'll be the 4. Okay. So let's get 5 1/4 cut. Put these off to the side. And then from here, we can get my 4-inch cut because I want both sides to have a nice inside panel. And on here, let's get my 4-inch. Now we're going to need a little bit of white to go with it, which is white's got to be 5 3 3/4. So let's already get the 5-inch and 3 3/4. Oh, I need one actually. We'll just leave it at that. I'm going to do a little differently than my normal. So I've got my pieces, and I've got this hot mess happening here. Yeah, I'll do better next time. And we're going to get our stamp and seal. I took a drink of tea. The tea tonight is, you must know, the Sipology Cherry Sangria as an attempt to not caffeinate as much. There, we got that. All right, lay that on. Like so. Just that way the inside panel has a bit of a decorative feel, since I like to use a lot of white when I do my cards. And put one on this side and kind of sort of line them up half decent so they look level-ish. And then in this case, the white's going on here for the message section. That way, you have a place to write your message to whoever you're gifting to. And done. There is our hot mess of a project. That's okay. That was a learning curve tonight. Yeah, the original one was better. Definitely much better. I got crappy internet right now. And then we've got this guy. Hi, everybody. That is our card for tonight, which looks nice enough. Could have been better, but we learned tuning into the project.